Hey there, Careblazers. Welcome back to the place where we talk about everything dementia. Dr. Natalie here, and in today's video, I'm going to go over some common signs of caregiver stress and some things that you can start doing to help relieve that stress. So if you're feeling stressed at all, and what dementia caregiver isn't, then stay tuned. I'm going to go over and share some easy, free, practical things that you can start doing right now to help relieve some of that stress. If you're new to Careblazers TV, welcome. We'd love to have you join the family. All you have to do is hit that red subscribe button on your screen. It is completely free. Now, I think many of you could recognize the signs of caregiver stress because you're actually living them and going through them right now. Some of these signs include things like withdrawing from your friends, family, hobbies, feeling anxious about having to face another day, difficulty sleeping because you're worried about how you're going to get everything done, concerned about what if your loved one wanders away or gets into a dangerous situation, feeling sad and depressed, maybe to the point you don't even want to get out of bed and are sleeping too much, constantly worried about how you're going to pay or afford for the care that your loved one needs, feeling irritable, angry, short-tempered with coworkers, family, friends, starting to have difficulty concentrating and focusing on things at home or at work to the point that maybe you even start to think you're having signs of dementia. Your health problems start to get worse, and sometimes even you might experience some denial that there's anything wrong with your loved one or that your loved one will get better. If any of these signs sound familiar to you, then stay tuned to learn some things that you can do to help relieve some of your stress. Now, before I go over some of these tips, I just really want to emphasize that taking control over your stress levels and doing things to make you feel better doesn't mean that you're not going to feel stress from time to time. Part of being a dementia careblazer means that you're in some stressful situations. Doing these things isn't going to take all the stress away, and it's not even going to take away all of the difficult behaviors that your loved one with dementia is doing. What it is going to do, it's going to allow you to take control over the things that you can have control over, and that is you and your reactions. So while we can't take away your loved one's dementia, we can certainly try to do things to help you cope with that situation in a way that's not going to send your health down in the dumps, and it's not going to leave you feeling totally hopeless and drained every single day. So let's get started. The first tip is to take care of yourself. I know this is easier said than done, but it is so necessary. And once you find ways to incorporate some of the ideas into your daily life, it becomes so much more easier and better for you and your loved one. So here are some things to try to do to start taking better care of yourself. Make sure you are getting some type of physical activity. Whether it's walking, stretching, dancing, or gardening, make sure you are moving, getting fresh air, and doing something you truly enjoy on a regular basis. Make sure you don't completely neglect your good friends and family. Sometimes we get so wrapped up in our care tasks that we have almost let all of our important relationships go. If you don't have time to go out for lunch with somebody, invite them over for lunch or invite them over just for coffee. Consider even having a weekly phone call with somebody to check in and chat. Eat healthy. Take note of what you are putting in your body. Sometimes when we go for the quick, easy, convenient food items, they end up not being the greatest for us, and it ends up coming to bite us in the end. When our health continues to decline, we start to gain weight, and we start to feel pretty negative about ourselves. What easy but healthy food items can you start keeping around the house so that you are fueling your body of the nutrients it needs? Along the same lines, make sure you're following up with your healthcare providers. Sometimes we get so caught up in taking care of our loved ones and taking them to all of their appointments that we have become overdue for our own. If somebody offers or asks you how they can help, accept the help or tell them how they can help. Most friends and family who ask how they can help, they truly do want to help, they just have no idea what would be helpful. So let them know. If they offer you some specific help, say thank you, that would be great. If they ask how they can help, then have something to respond to them with that would be helpful to you. Say something like, make me your favorite dish and drop it off sometime. I would love that. See if they'd be willing to take your loved one on a walk once in a while. See if they'd be willing to sit in the house with your loved one and watch a movie while you go to get groceries. The help doesn't necessarily have to be direct care to your loved one with dementia. It could just be anything that would make your days a bit easier. Ask them for that. Remember, nobody can do this alone, at least not without a lot of suffering and negative consequences to your help. Part of being a great dementia Careblazer is by taking great care of your loved one with dementia and being open to getting all the help that you can. Tip number 2 is to know what community resources are available to you. The Alzheimer's Association website has a community resource folder. They also have a 24/7 hotline that you can call for support or help in finding resources near you. I'm going to link both to that website and their phone number in the description below. Also, Google your local area agency on aging. Call them and ask what services are available near you. They often have information on how to get in-home help, whether any financial assistance is available to you, and can even give you information on adult day healthcare centers in your area. Many times, you don't know what's available to you until you ask. One Careblazer recently contacted me to let me know that he was able to get a $1,500 grant from their local Alzheimer's disease chapter to help pay for in-home care. So look into local or online dementia information resources, look into support groups, connecting with others who are in similar situations as you and who can give you practical advice and information is vital. There are many resources out there, but you have to look, research, and ask. This not only helps your loved one with dementia, but it's going to help you manage that caregiver stress. Also, a pretty exciting announcement for 2018. I am working on a private Careblazer community where all of you Careblazers can come together, share practical support, advice, and tips, and also have live access to me every so often and getting some of your questions answered and sharing some of your most difficult struggles so that you can get some input from myself. Tip number 3 is to use relaxation strategies. Psychologists often talk about using relaxation strategies to help cope with stress, and that's because these relaxation strategies work. There are many different types of relaxation strategies, so you can find one that works for you, and there are many awesome free online tools to help walk you through the steps if you're having a hard time doing it on your own. Some common helpful relaxation techniques include visualization, deep breathing, meditation, and progressive muscle relaxation. For a description on what each of those relaxation techniques are, including a list of some of my favorite free resources to help walk you through some of those relaxation techniques, click on the link in my description below and you will receive a handout with all that information. Tip number 4, and this is huge, is to take advantage of the brief moments. Dementia caregivers are pressed for time. I don't have to tell you that. It could feel like you barely have time to eat, sleep, or even take a shower for yourself since all your time is focused on caring for your loved one. Sometimes we get so caught up in the idea that we need a lot of extra time to take care of ourselves that it stops us from taking advantage of the small moments we do have. Consider practicing some of the relaxation techniques just mentioned while you lay down to go to sleep, while you wake up from sleep, while you're in the shower, or even while you're in the bathroom to do your business. Sometimes just one extra minute can make the difference between feeling like you are about to break and feeling like you are in control. Give it a try. Careblazers, unfortunately, we cannot take away your loved one's dementia, no matter how hard we try to wish it away. Instead of putting your energy and time focusing on something that you have no control over, put your energy and time into taking care of yourself, something you do have control over. In return, you're not only going to have better health and better mood, it's going to send a ripple effect and also help improve the relationship you have with your loved one with dementia. So let me know what you plan to do to start taking better care of yourself by leaving a comment below. I'll be back next week with another free video, but in the meantime, you can stay in touch and catch me on over at my Dementia Careblazers Facebook page. Bye, Careblazers.